Hi all. So yeah, today we're gonna start with our second session on QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor series for importing the product and services, customers and vendors. We have already in last video we have uh, considered the setup of chart of accounts. So you can go through in that video if you have not seen the first part of it, like how to set up the chart of accounts. You can go through and check that video out. In this session, we're gonna start with the product and services. So, how to first of all create the product in the QuickBooks. So we need to first move and navigate into the cells on left side panel and go into the product and services. I'm opening a new tab. So here there is option is coming. If you have not set it up the product and services, then you can come here and create the product and services. So basically there are four type of product you can create it. So first is the inventory type, if you want to maintain the inventory. Second is the bundle. Third is the service, and another is the non-inventory, where you don't want to track the inventory, or if it is the kind of product where you can consider it as a non-product. So most of the time they consider as site services or the repairs and maintenance, and the installations that you're gonna provide with the product. So that they consider as a non-inventory. Services are considered as a services. Bundle are the multiple services you are giving or multiple inventory you want to track together, then it is considered as a bundle inventory. Or maybe you can also say that you are selling the product in bundle, then you can also bundle it out into the one group and the inventory. So before starting or tracking the inventory, you need to turn on the inventory tracking. So you have option here to turn on the inventory, as well as you can go into the settings here in the gear button, go into your company settings. So maybe if you're in online version of like the if you're owner, then you will have the accountant settings option. Go into the advanced, go into the go into the yeah the, probably the sales. Yes. And under the sales, you will have the option of product and services. And here you can track the turn on the inventory to track it. So if I turn this on, then it will start tracking. Okay, your inventory costing method is a FIFO, first in first term, which affects your book. Make sure you want to ask the tax expert. So you can say it yes, and you can start tracking the inventory. Also, if you want to have, you want to add in the SKUs, your special numbers to your inventory, then you can do so here. Yes, so you can turn this on SKU. Also on if you want to track the numbers as well. So yes, you need to turn on the inventory, you need to turn on the SKUs if you want to track the inventory. So once you turn it on, then you can start tracking the inventory. Also you can track your closing stock as well if you once you turn on the inventory option. Okay, so once you add the inventory, so okay, I need to turn it on first of all. So I have turn on the inventory. Okay, so the option first of all is coming like what is the service type or the product you want to sell. So let's say I want to have like GST filing. Okay, for me, I'm just creating. Okay, let's take a product. Okay, that's a product. So let's say we are selling a pen. Okay, and there is a 1111, whatever the SKU number you want to choose. Okay, now the another important point here is the setup the category. So if you have not set up the category of the product, then that is very essential. Or you want to sell, you want to track your profit, then this is also very much important one, that you need to set it up your category, the product category basically, or the service category you want to set up. So let's say I'm doing a bookkeeping and the tax services, then I have a broader category of bookkeeping and the tax. Now below the tax I can have the another subcategory, let's say the GST filing and the income tax filing, right? The VAT filing. So that is how I can have the subcategories for it. So let's say if I'm setting up here, one thing is, so pen is coming under the stationery. So I'm creating here the stationery as one of the subcategory, right? So I can here do the save and save it as a, and then initial on hand. So that is basically opening balance of your inventory. Let's say I have 100 pen. The date of would be, let's say, from the 1st of the August, and the reorder point. So reorder point is something your below the inventory, if it is going, then you can reorder that product. So then QuickBooks will reorder that from your defined vendor, or maybe it will pop it up to you, give you the intimation that you need to order this inventory because it has fallen below the certain level. So let's say if I'm saying that if it is going below the 10 pen, then I need to reorder those inventory. Okay. Okay, then the which account it should fall it in. So let's say it should be the inventory asset in the balance sheet. You can give the description, you can give the sale price of the inventory, which the income account it should fall into. So here it is, they have defined the sales of product income, or whatever you want to have, you can have it that account you can choose. Another one is the unit can define the cost. So the cost here is that's where I said that if it is falling beyond the certain level, right, then QuickBooks will order that pen through this vendor. So you can define here the vendor and the account where it should go its purchase, right? So that is how you can first of all define and save the product. Yes, you can also add up the picture or photo of the product here, and you can save and close. So this is how the first my inventory has been created, the pen, right? And it will look like this. Okay. So here another one option is coming, that either you can make, let's say in the future you want to delete the inventory, you can make so by only making it as an inactive. You cannot delete the inventory because it will affect your history of your report. If you want to create the copy of it, you can create it, you can adjust the quantity, adjust the start of the value, and basically you can go and edit the inventory altogether if you want to change anything into that. Second is if you want to import the entire list of the product, because let's say if you have the 1000 inventories, then it is not feasible, you add one by one. So the best way you can do is you can import the inventory. You will have its own specific template. Just download the template and you can fill it up and upload the inventory. If you have a Google Sheet, you can connect the Google Sheet with it, and simply you can upload your inventory into the QuickBooks categories. So it would be in the same way. Let's say if you're creating the category, you will have the option to tick mark the subcategory option in the same way, and you can create the subcategory of it. So as I mentioned earlier, let's say GST is my subcategory of my, the tax is the main category. I can have a subcategory as a GST, and below that again I have the particular tax filing I can define as a product or the service below it. Okay, now let's move into the this customer and the vendor. How you can upload the list of customer and vendors. So it would be again the similar, like you go into your settings and you will have option to import the data. So in import the data, if you come here, you have option to upload the entire your customer and vendor list. So simply you can come here in, let's say, in customer, and you can again download the sample file of the list of how you can upload the customer, and you can come here and simply upload your list of customers, and the same way you can upload your vendors as well, as I've mentioned, the product and services. So this is another way you can come here and upload it. The earlier way I have shown is you can go back into your sales. So yeah, so in the another way, you can simply come in the customer section here, and you can, oops, yeah, okay, you come here in the customer section, and here in the drop down you can have the import of the customer. Same way you can come into the expense, and you can come into the vendor, and you can import the vendor here, right? Let's say if you come into the customer, and if I'm creating a one customer, then the window will look like this, and you can just fill it up all the information of the vendor. You can define the payment, additional information, and everything. You can mention it down here, and you can save the customer. Okay. So let's go back into the personalized path. Yes, so another one important thing is in the customer or vendor section, you can create the type of the vendor or customer. So let's say if I'm coming here in customer type, then I can create the new customer type. So let's say if I have a referral client from the Upwork, okay, I have a referral client from the or the client coming through the my website. So I can say that client from website. Okay, so here I can create the type of the client basically, and this can help me to track the sales, or I can have a specific report from the in the report section. You can have the report by the customer type, and that's where this is very useful in terms of you want to track the customer by its type. So when you create a customer, you have also option to fall it under the which category or which type. You can select that customer type into this. So this is also one of the important useful function of the QuickBooks. Okay. Okay. Also in the inventory, so this is the more of the I just shown you for the customer and vendor, how you can create the customer and vendor. Uh, into the sales section, again, if I go into the overview and if I create any invoice, okay. So here, important point to remember one thing, as it is also correlated with the inventory, that until unless you don't turn on that track inventory or the product category tab, the QuickBooks will not give you option of adding a product or services. So now you can see I have both the option to add the product and SKU. Earlier you won't have. So if you directly coming here in the invoice and start raising the invoice, then you would be wondering, oh hey, why I'm not able to see the product or the SKU. I'm not able to add it because you have not turned that feature on. So first of all, you need to go into the settings, turn that on, and then come back here and start raising your invoices. So this is so important that first of all you create your all product and categories and SKUs. Yes, definitely, if you have the few product and the SKUs there, then you can simply come here and create the new uh, product into the invoice window itself. Otherwise, you can go and simply create the list of your product before raising the invoice. That can be very useful uh, to start with. So yeah, this is all, guys. This is it, guys, for the product and services and customer and vendor list. How to import it, how to create the subcategories, and also in vendor and customer, how you can create the customer type and the vendor type. I just shown you. The tax is not taken into this part because we will take that separately. The sales tax is majorly, I would say, that it works automatically into the QuickBooks, and it works based on the location. Because so basically, we are right now considering the US market for the tax purpose. We'll also have for each of the country a specific. Probably I will create a video, or maybe I will combine all the countries video into one for the tax. That let's say how the US market is doing, how the UK market is doing, how the Canada market is doing, and that will take up into the one go. So yeah, hope this is useful to you guys. Again, I'm before going, two things to be considered. That one is we have I will give you in the link the link of my website. You guys can come here, and if you are looking for, let's say, bookkeeping, the tax or data migration or any kind of services, you can simply come on our website. Let's say if you are in USA, you want to do bookkeeping, select here the option. You have the list of services. Simply you can select the service that you want to buy, and you can simply buy our services on our portal and check it out, and you can order to us the particular product, and we will definitely love to serve you. Also, we are very into of our this membership program on the YouTube we have started with. So that would be something we are also looking forward that you guys support us and subscribe to our channel. Not only subscribe, but there is a membership option is there. You can take that, and we'll love to see you. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video.